Hey, it's Shanda Panda and Mr. Panda, and we're out for another big adventure.
We don't have the pups with us today because it's still pretty cold out, as you can see the snow around here.
Today we're in North Clark County, Washington, and we're exploring along the Lewis River. We're going to take you to a few local county parks. We're fair weather campers, so this is not quite camping season for us yet. We've got a few weeks to go. So today we're going to show you some Clark County parks and highlight the accessibility. We are at Molten Falls, and the pictures we showed you are of Molten Falls. As you can see right off the parking lot here, the stair is pretty steep and not great handrails, pretty slippery. So this piece of the park is not greatly accessible. Just off the parking lot though, there is some nice little picnic area, and it has a pretty good view of the waterfall if you wanted to just stop and take in the sight. We're going to head east from the parking lot and take the trail down to Molten Falls Park proper. The trail's been pretty level and graveled so far, and now we're getting to a little wooden bridge. Depending on your level of accessibility, this could be a challenge, but it looks like it's built for wheelchairs. Right here, the path down to the water is a little more challenging, but it's not too far. And as you can see, this is a really great swimming hole. Obviously not this time of year, but in the summer this place is packed. If you're concerned about the ability to get down to the water, there's actually some really nice viewpoints up here off the maintained trail. To the bridge, and as you can see, we've got no jumping signs. We also have some snow. Let's take a look from what it looks like upstream and downstream on the river. Upstream, the water's pretty calm. There is another falls up the trail, probably another half mile. It's a pretty rough trail though, so we're not going to attempt that today. Downstream is really calm and peaceful under the bridge. We're just upstream of the falls that I showed you earlier. You can see this great deep water here, super calm, really hot swimming spot during the summer months. And of course, people making silly decisions to jump off bridges, so there's lots of no jumping signs. All right, so at the south end of the bridge here, the trail splits. And if you go to the west, it will take you a couple miles to the Hatwick parking lot, which will be our next stop to show you. I'm going to link county maps down below so you can see the actual full park trail system up here. All right, I'm here at the Hatwick trailhead, and it's a really nice parking lot. You can leave your car here. It's gonna tie you to the Molten Falls Park that we were just at, and it's a pretty nice handicap accessible trail, at least part of the way. So you can see they even have wheelchair accessible porta potties here. There's benches, and the trail is paved. Mr. Panda's a little bit tired from our hike at Molten Falls, so I'm going to take you down the trail a ways by myself. Okay, we're here at the trailhead where it tees off. You can go east to Molten Falls, which is where we were just at, and it's the direction I'm going to take you on this little jaunt. But you can also go west for just 1/8 of a mile to Lucia Falls Park, which will be our next stop. This whole park system trail is, I believe, a 2.6 mile out and back, probably 5-mile loop. If you're tired, you can stop right here and enjoy the river. But if you're still up for more adventure, the bridge is also accessible. We're across the bridge now, and it's still paved. Let's see how far it takes us on the paved trail. Okay, I just have to share this funny thing with you. I told you that this is a 2.6 mile trail. I think out and back is the distance. There's a gentleman I've seen a couple times already, and he's obviously training for some big event because he's running and he's running and he's running, and he says, hello. And then he stopped and he says, wait, didn't I just see you at the other end of the trail? And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty fast for a fat girl, huh? Anyway, I drove from one park to the other. Just kind of funny. Okay, I'm a little over a 1/4 mile into the trail and it's still paved. I'm not sure how much farther it goes. And I have a lot more parks to show you. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the Hantwick trailhead, and then we'll head over to Lucia Falls. Probably the prettiest spot on this journey today. So I'm headed back to my car, but I just met a gentleman along the way, and he said from the parking lot to the end of the paved trail, which there's a bench at the end of the paved trail, is 15 to 30 minutes, depending on your pace and mobility. This is Lucia Falls. There are improved trails here, but they're definitely more rustic than the paved trail we're just on. But if you're determined, there's some really nice picnic tables right overlooking the falls. We're going to go down there and take a closer look. Louisville Park in Clark County. It's lower on the river than we were just at Lucia Falls, probably a couple miles downriver. This is a traditional county park. There's lots of picnic areas, wooded trails, and riverfront. I'm actually right here down at the boat launch. It's very rustic, but a lot of people put in their fishing boats here. And of course, as you can tell, this is a great swimming hole in the summer months. There are 3 miles of trails in this park. Some of them are flat and paved, handicap accessible, and others are actual hiking trails. This is one of the trailheads.
We're at Daybreak Park, and we'd like to give a big shout out to Charlie Grace.
Charlie Grace is the funniest redhead in the RV community, and I invite you to like and subscribe to her channel, which is linked below. So we're at Daybreak Park on the lower Lewis River in Clark County, and it's a nice little picnic area. This park actually has 2 sides to it. It's split by a county road. We're gonna head to the other side here in a few minutes, but wanted to show you this side. It's a lot of picnic facilities, river access, and swimming holes.
The river's beautiful this year, but it's awfully fast and very cold. Not good to swim in, but it's excellent for fishing this time of year.
Over here on the east side of the park, you can see the water flows fast this time of year, but in the summer it's actually pretty much just a trickle. Great swimming hole for the kids. On a hot summer day, even into the fall, you will not see an empty speck of beach down here. All right, we're at the west side of Daybreak Park, and we're gonna walk down to the boat launch and then over to the brand new accessible trail. There's the fly fishermen we saw upstream on the other side of the park. There are some picnic tables right here at the boat launch also. Okay, there's a brand new handicap access trail that heads to the west of this park. But as you can see, there's some kids out there getting their wedding photos taken, so we don't want to bother them. But we'll go take a look at the sign and see what it tells us about this trail. So there's no sign here telling us about the park, but I know there's info online, so I'll go ahead and link it in the description below. Thanks for joining us on another big adventure today.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel.
We'll see you again in 2 weeks for another big adventure.